Just recently I started to play a Roblox game called Project Bronze Forever. A Brick Bronze game, a Pokemon game. But after I got to the 4th gym, sadly just like all the other copies of this game, it got deleted. But this left me feeling really empty because I really want to be playing a Pokemon game. I was so much in a Pokemon mood, but there was no Pokemon games to play because they're all on Nintendo. But then it hit me. There is one Pokemon game that everyone knows and loves that brings every single Pokemon into one world. Hello everybody, and welcome to the beginning of another Pixelmon journey. I've streamed Pixelmon a couple times already, but I always got bored and uninterested, but this time, it'll be different. Maybe. Now, annoyingly, Brick Bronze was not the only bad thing that happened. In fact, two major bad things have happened trying to film this series. The first one being when I started recording me and Savage, we ended up playing at least 2 hours, 2 hours of footage, 2 hours of time, to then be corrupted because my power was turned off. Now, this is because there was construction, or at least I think it's because there was construction outside my house. They had turned off my power early morning, and then they turned it back on. I was like, okay, so we're good now, right? We're fine. No, they turned it off again. All that footage was lost. So here we are, starting a fresh save. Same world, same server. We are playing on a custom Pokemon map, as it may be said in the title, I don't know. But we're playing on a custom Pokemon map. Now, the other thing is, on this second attempt of recording, I forgot to turn on my mic. So this entire first episode is just gonna be me kinda telling you what I did, because I can't tell you myself, because I'm an idiot, I guess. Now, for my first few goals of the series is to get back the Pokemon I had in Brick Bronze and in the previous video that got corrupted. Those Pokemon are Charizard, Zangoose, Gyarados, Gengar, Zorua, and Alakazam. So, the first thing I did was go to this trainer that I found that you can infinitely battle against. For some reason, he doesn't have a cooldown. I don't know why. Every other Pokemon trainer is not like this. This is just the only one for some reason. But it's good to get some fast levels and start making progress to what I had lost. So after running back and forth between the healing center and the trainer, I leveled up Cha-Cha all the way to level 11. At this point, I wanted to start heading out to the next area, following Route 1 to Tiger Town. I battled a few trainers on the way, had some close calls. Sadly, Charmander did end up fainting, but because this isn't a proper Pokemon game, you can still kind of just skip all the trainers and go straight to the hero, which is kind of nice. But I made it to the Tiger Town bridge, which was full of trainers, which I knew I could not be at all with just one Charmander. But then I realized that it was actually becoming nighttime, so I went to go buy some Pokeballs to try and manage to catch a Zorua. Sadly, I didn't find one, but I did find a Zangoose, but it was too small for me, so I... Huh? Nope. 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 I will find you again. And when I do, you're mine. Anyway, as I was saying, since I failed to catch anything that night, I fought some trainers to buy a few Pokeballs, 2 Great Balls and 5 more Pokeballs, to try catch a Magikarp, which should be pretty easy, and by catching this Magikarp, I can get back my Gyarados that I had in Brick Bronze. This Magikarp was already level 20, so all I had to do was fight one trainer, barely survived. Thankfully, Magikarp won this somehow. But we won, and Magikarp evolved. Now that I have 2 Pokemon, one being Gyarados, I'm feeling a lot more confident in my team. So I go to the Tiger Biome to find the gym. But on my way to the town, something weird starts to happen with the map. Some strange purple beacon beams start to come out of the ground, and there were loads of them. I don't know what they are, like I've actually zero idea, I haven't checked. Maybe it's something to do with like the story, the lore of the map, I don't know. They're even in this like cave that I find a little bit down the path. They are literally everywhere. Eventually, I've explored most of the map now, currently, and they're all over the map. I don't know what they are. They create these weird void end block looking things. To be honest, I can't just try to ignore them since I don't know what they are. I don't want to, in a sense, fix it and maybe ruin something. I don't know. So yeah, I just kind of don't really do anything about it and just keep going to the village. Trying to find where the gym might be, I talked to a few people seeing if they had any info, because the guy at the end of the bridge told me that the gym leader has just moved here, and I shouldn't challenge him yet. But being impatient, I kept looking around till I found someone who looked just like the guy at the bridge, and told me a legendary trainer who's in the mountains is hiding out. And as soon as I heard that, I instantly knew this must be the gym leader. The gym leader doesn't want to be challenged. He's hiding. This legendary challenger is hiding. It must be him. But then I also realized I still haven't caught one Pokemon to complete my team that I had before I started doing this V2 version. So, seeing that it was nearly nighttime, I went on the hunt for my missing Pokemon. I found him. Zoroa, I think that's how you say it. He's really cool looking, especially the evolution of it. Probably one of my favorites, maybe? Though sadly, he's not really that strong, or at least I don't think he's that strong, but that's one of the reasons why I wanted to catch him, because I've never fully tested this guy, so I wanted to catch him to see just what his actual potential is like. Plus, as I said, I do really like the look of him. But when I was trying to catch him, he was not really complying. He was breaking out of everything. Every single Pokemon. Until I remember feeling so shocked but so relieved at the same time. My last Pokeball. Of course, the last one. Damn, Zoroa must have been mad at me or something. But now, it's finally time. Now having more of a Pokemon team, it was time to fight the gym leader, which I was assuming was the legendary trainer hiding away in the mountain. So I climbed up the nearest mountain right next to the village, and I found him. Surprisingly, he was level 21, so I wasn't really over leveled for this. But anyway,
it's time to
he started off with a coughing, and I started off with my starter, Cha-Cha. Now, I didn't really think any of my moves were really effective, so I ended up just picking Dragon Breath, which did do an alright amount of damage, but he did more. Now I realized that that move that he just used was a normal move, so I switched to Zoroark. And I was right, Zoroark doesn't really get affected by that attack, so I used Scratch. But as you can see, he used Sludge, which did a lot of damage and did eventually kill me because of poison. But he did his job, he got coughing lower, so then I could kill him with Cha-Cha. His next Pokemon was Flareon, which obviously he's kind of screwed against my Gyarados. Not only being a tank, but also dealing incredible amount of damage with its Waterfall skill. The next Pokemon he had was the evolution of Coughing, which was Weaseling. This one wasn't really that difficult either. Waterfall surprisingly did 50% of its health, then surprisingly did less damage. But either way, with 3 hits I killed it, and I had only taken very little amount of damage. The next Pokemon he had was Kirumpt, which obviously I one-shot. The next Pokemon he had was Growlithe, which obviously I one-shot. And I had won. I got my first ever gym badge of... There isn't a gym badge. Only XP buffs. But I thought you were the gym leader. I can battle you again? That's very interesting. Not actually. I did come back to him later on. You can't actually battle him twice. That was just because I must have battled him at a specific time where he like got reset. So it's not like it's overpowered or anything and I can get a bunch of XP buffs. But still, he wasn't the gym leader. Who is the gym leader? I ended up going back to the town looking around. I found this kid. He mentioned something about the gym leader using ghost types, so I knew that guy was definitely not the gym leader. I kept going around. I kept hearing also about these legendary trainers, so then I realized that legendary trainers and gym leaders must be different or something. But the only way I could find the gym leader was to just explore, so that's what I did. And I found this trainer who is level 52. Is this the gym leader? How is he level 52?